Welcome to Sudden Recollections Open Letter to EA.
I am the one who's going to be spearheading this discussion, um, mostly since I can't shut up about it.
No, you can't.
Um,
This,
Literally, almost every conversation turns that direction for some reason. Um,
I'm hoping that this will allow him to vent.
that was actually my thoughts and why I'm going to be the one who's doing it,
So that I don't have to listen to it anymore. But
and everybody else that I know and who will listen. Um, Electronic Arts is a very prominent video game producing company, publishing company. They, you are probably familiar with at least one game that they have published in the past. They have a number of different departments. They do have a big sports division. They have all kinds of games. Prominently for us, they publish for BioWare, who makes the Mass Effect series, which is probably our favorite video game franchise of all time. Um,
probably
you had other things.
top
but,
five.
Yeah. Um, this is going to be sort of a heavy-handed and kind of serious discussion, so I'm going to try to keep it as brief as I possibly can. Basically, what EA is doing is they're requiring their digital download client, if you want to play the game on the PC, and both of us are PC gamers predominantly, they require their download and distribution client, which is called Origin, in order to play the game. This would normally not be a problem. I would not actually um, have a problem with having a required distribution medium, since I buy games through Steam, and I love Valve games, and they all require their game. That's actually been a new trend. A lot of games are coming with what's called Steamworks, and that is basically a dependence on Steam for their digital rights management, things like that.
Skyrim came with it. Borderlands 2
And
is
met
supposed
with
to come with
a
it.
lot of success, and I'm expecting a lot of success for Borderlands 2. That's a prediction. I'm going to go on record with that. Uh, Everything that I've heard about it, it sounds like it's going to be awesome. The problem here, like I said, is not that they're requiring it, it's that the policies associated with it. I'm sure everybody is familiar with what an end user license agreement is. It's that thing, you install new software, it's what they make you sign at the end, poke the little box that says that you read it even though you didn't, and there's usually some mumbo jumbo in there. In this case, it has come to be well publicized that the EULA of Origin allows for some snooping, and of a much greater scope than is necessary. Basically, it allows them to go through entire drives. They can search any drive that they want. They can go through your app data folder. They can go through your browser history, and there's just no reason for that. What Steam does, and I come back to this because it's really the only other big viable digital management or digital distribution program for PC games, is that they install a little file on your hard drive that logs the games that you own, makes sure that you can't play them while Steam isn't running, and that's the DRM policy. And basically it collects some information about your hardware and other games that you have on Steam so that there's no conflicts and they can provide an overall better service. I actually don't like it, but I have a level of trust of Steam that I will allow them to do this.
And for me, I see it as them allowing them to give me a better product, and in a sense, it does. It tracks your gameplay stats. It has stuff like that, and it recommends other games, stuff like that, and that's fine for me. I enjoy that kind of experience. It doesn't bug me at all. It's just
There are a number of solutions that EA could come to. This is causing problems for them and for the gaming community. There are a couple of different things that they can do. Make Origin optional. That's not something, it's not going to be, it's not my number one thing. If they did, I would be thrilled. and I would definitely go out and buy the game. As it is, I haven't bought the game, which has been a huge struggle, just day to day, not going out and pre-ordering because I want it badly. Um, the other thing that they could do, and like I said, I can't criticize them for making their platform mandatory. That's fine. Um, what they also could do is just amend the EULA policy to make it so that they self-limit, like Steam does. Only collect certain data. The data that they are allowing themselves to collect has nothing to do with the game that you want to play. And debatedly, it will not enhance your experience whatsoever. It's not good for the user, and it certainly has been. Can't think of the word that I'm looking for. Anyway,
it's overly invasive.
Yeah.
And even me, who doesn't really care that much about this kind of a thing, yeah, you're breaking into my computer. You have no reason to be looking at what documents I have.
It comes back to
and what other programs that aren't through the Origin service that I've installed.
It's not a problem of having anything to hide either.
No,
it's not a problem that I'm not a pirate. I don't pirate things. It's just a matter of principle. You don't need to be in there. So that's where I'm coming from. Now, why all the problem? It's not a good business model to start with. This is applicable to far more than just the video game industry. Any business, it comes back to it's a very systemic problem. It's a distrust of your customers. And when you distrust your customers, you start treating them as criminals before they've done anything wrong. And this creates a cycle. I like to call it a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you treat customers like a pirate, then some of them, at the very least, will become a pirate. This climate that they are creating with Origin and making it mandatory and being very invasive is going to breed piracy.
And other industries have already discovered this. The music industry has pretty much dropped all of their DRM.
And that was that was a big battle a long time ago with iTunes and all the other digital management things.
Ebooks now, that's a new craze, and they have studies. I read an article today that they're finding that DRM is causing more problems than it's solving, and that it would actually be easier if there were no DRM for digital books at all. So there's that too. Other industries are seeing this and they're changing.
This, I made a prediction a while back that they would do everything that they could except these two things that I have outlined, the two solutions that would solve their problem. And they've done this. It's just gotten gimmickier and gimmickier. My diction is not good today. They are releasing all kinds of pre-order deals. You can get like everything from in-game content to like action figures and posters and all kinds of stuff like that. It's just not necessary. Yeah, well that's a tie-in, and they're kind of cool.
It's different.
You can just buy those separately.
They have Joker as the Joker.
Yeah. Well, what else could they put him as? And it's just gotten weirder and weirder. Like there was a big promotion that they were releasing retail copies of the game to weather balloons, and they would like track them all over the world. And I guess you would race to them, and if you found it, if you got there first, or if your number or something. I don't know the details.
In the ocean, though.
Yeah, probably. They probably like some kind of El Nino pushed them.
Of course, I think those were mostly console copies in the U.S.
Probably, but still, it's trying to work up hype.
Yeah,
and that's all they've been able to do so far.
And
you're giving away free games. They were giving away a free copy of Battlefield 3 if you pre-ordered it on Origin, and that's not the problem. I envision a scenario of the CEO of EA up in his penthouse apartment wherever he lives, playing human checkers with the CEO of Sony, who I also don't like, but it's a completely other video. And while there's rampaging going on in the streets, in the parking lot, there's people with their real working replicas of Mako tanks in the parking lot getting ready to fire on the apartment building, and they're just like, what's wrong? We're doing all this stuff, we're giving you all this stuff, and it's not what they want. This creates a mutual distrust too. Now, I don't trust them because they don't trust me. I don't trust them to collect the information that they want to collect.
Well, that's exactly it.
With, like I said, with Steam, I do. They can collect that information, and I don't feel bad about it. I feel like they're not going to use it for nefarious purposes.
And the information they're collecting causes the fact that they're only collecting certain information allows you to trust them more because there's not much they could do with that information anyway.
They're publishing it, but it's just so that they can make
with your permission.
Their statistics.
You actually have to set your profile up to allow them to submit it, and if you don't want to, you don't have to.
So, courses of action. What I'm going to do, and what I have been doing actively, is not buying the game.
Actively, and it's kind of funny to actively not do something.
But it is.
Like when you see an ad on the internet, Mass Effect 3, I can't. I mean,
you see pictures, all the screenshots, all the videos of people, like the production of it.
The hype is making it harder.
It is,
but it's not.
It's not solving the problem. I feel like I would be sacrificing my principles if I went, especially after making this video and publishing it on the internet and then go buy it. I wouldn't be able to do it. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is either waiting until I can buy it used so I don't give them money, or I'm going to, that still would be allowing them to, I have to install Origin. You have to play it with Origin. No matter where you buy it, you still have to install Origin. Or I'm going to sandbox it. That's a new thing that's been going around, or I guess not that new. But you can sandbox Origin to make it so that they can only look in certain directories. And that is almost certainly what I would do anyway, even if they amended their policy, just because I don't trust them. So that pretty much wraps up the discussion. That's all I wanted to say. Do you have anything to add?
Not really. You pretty much covered it all. This is definitely more his topic than mine, but
I do feel better about it now, though. I've gotten up on my soapbox and I've delivered my message.
So just in case anybody that works for EA sees this, which probably not, because all the 20 people that will see this are probably friends and family.
There's more than 20. There's more than 20 at this point. We've already established that.
Just so you know, if we do buy this game, it will be at the least amount of benefit to you, and you will not get the information you want regardless.
Not even want, it's just asking for it. Quick shout out too. We're going to be starting up another video series. It's going to be a Let's Play of Terraria. We've already got some post-production done on that, so we should be posting a new video very soon. Be on the lookout for that.
This video should be going up on a Tuesday. The following Thursday is when we're planning on putting up the Terraria videos. So, there you have it. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe, share. Sharing is caring.
Next Tuesday, we'll hopefully have something a little bit more entertaining for you.
I hope so.
So, thanks.